So my name is Donna and I am the owner of Cat Nap Pottery. I just moved to Colorado basically a week ago. And so I'm from California, and most of the people in California know me as a high school ceramics teacher. So I taught high school ceramics for 5 years at Skyline High School. And after 5 years, the pandemic happened, or I should say 4.5 years into teaching, the pandemic happened, and things changed. So I may get into that in another video, but for now, I want to actually show y'all around my new apartment. So currently, this is my new apartment. I moved in with my partner. Those are his boots, and I love plants. So we took our plants from California to Colorado, and right over here are these little dudes that I like to call my planter soil mates. And I want to share with y'all that I've only brought 1 pound of clay from California to Colorado, and as you can tell, it is empty. So yeah, this is my empty apartment, and we're gonna be getting our things from the movers tomorrow. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all. We barely have any food, and this was the 1 pound of clay that I brought over, and it's gotten much smaller. And what I want to tell y'all is that I use basically no scoring and slipping for these little dudes. They have yet to be fired. They're all greenware right now. And I just use one tool to give them their little steam hole. I don't know how they're going to do in the kiln that I have yet to receive from my movers. But what I do like to do with them, as you can tell this one had like little brown stuff, is I like to put them with my plants. So that's the whole point of them. Oops, I don't even show you. That's the whole point of them, is to just be put into the little planters as little sculpture buddies. So I don't know, the design came from a drawing, and I'll show you all the drawing when the time comes. But there they all are. They come in various shapes, and as of right now, there's 20 of them. All right, so I take out my clay and I make it into a ball, and then I start to make a mini pinch pot. So I use my thumb and then I just rotate it. I take out a second piece of clay, another small little piece that I make into a ball, and roll it. And again, I use the tip of my thumb and make a small pinch pot as I rotate. And I'm not actually using scoring and slipping. The clay is soft enough, and I am just closing the gap right in between where the 2 pinch pots meet. And I rotate, and I make sure that I smooth out any of the, chunks that are sticking out. And I use the table that I'm working on top of to stabilize the bottom, and I roll it out to make it more round. And I'm grabbing more clay. So at this time, I'm going to be adding those little spiky features, and I create the little spike in my hands first, and basically I just put it on. So I believe that the clay sort of guides you as to what it wants to become, and I just go with that. And here I am, again, not scoring and slipping because the clay is soft enough, it's pretty small, and I just smooth it down onto where I want to place it. I'm always rotating since I'm working a lot with like rounded features. So again, just using the tip of my thumb to blend it down onto the body or whatever this is, because my soil mates are just these little creations with spikes and And again, it's made from a double pinch pot. Just smoothing it out. And then the third and final spike I create first, and then I smooth it down. So sometimes they'll have 3 spikes, 4 spikes, 5. Again, I don't really have a game plan for these. I just make them as I go. But I do always like to add eyes. So that's the next step. Just making sure everything's smoothed out. And I tap the bottom so that it can sit properly and I know where I'm going to be placing the eyes. And here are the little eyes. Start with 1. Rotating, blending, rotate, rotate. I press down a bit to get it more circular. And I create the eye first, and then I press it down and blend. And honestly, I should have cut my nails, but this is me making this when I am first, or not when I'm first, but this is actually my first week that I've moved to Colorado. So I am just working with the bare minimum, clay and my hands. And it's actually one of the purest forms of working with clay, right? No tools. Hence, I'm not scoring and slipping. Oh, but there is one tool that's really important, and I use that as the steam hole. It's very important to have a steam hole, or else that piece is going to explode in the kiln. And this is it. Thanks for watching.